However, from the purely occult point of view, the most important application of concentration in the foregoing examples would be conscious prayer. In the process of prayer, concentration may be extended to objects on different subplanes, according to the operator's development and contents of his or her prayer. Next comes passive concentration, creating a degree of inner satisfaction for the praying person, and then higher currents and influences become accessible to him. It is now necessary to explain the processes of suggestion, or the creation of the power of ideas and the power of thoughts. Autosuggestion, according to some German schools at the beginning of the 12th century, and also some personal researchers, will be touched on again in the analysis of the 10th Arcanum, when you will know much more from study of this course. The elementary practices are as follows. For a fairly advanced occultist, I recommend the basic asanas as given in my concentration. Otherwise, a different starting point can be used. There are moments when we are in bed, and while still thinking, we gradually lose contact with our surroundings, our outer form, and its condition. This greatly facilitates the beginning of our efforts. Autosuggestion will be planned on the pattern of the ternary, that is, the spirit 1, astral 2, physical 3 plane. Take for example, a desire to suggest self-assurance and non-distraction for use in an examination due to take place the next day. The arising of this idea in itself creates the spirit of autosuggestion 1. Now, astrally clothe this mental principle 2. Create the sentence, I am diligent, unconstrained, able to consider with ease the questions to be put to me, and will answer without any resistance or inner unrest. Think it over, and with closed eyes repeat it twice in a whisper, then again half aloud 4 more times. By this operation exactly and vividly imagine a geometrical picture, or cliché, of the autosuggestion, such as yourself with an unconstrained attitude facing the examiners, along with details of the classroom, fellow students, and teachers. Apart from this imaginary scene, you should also live the whole emotional, that is the astral image of your desired state. Tune yourself to it joyfully, to create in you a feeling of certainty. So now you have all the elements of the astral counterpart of the whole performance, even to the addition of a physical one in the form of sound waves created by your whispering. This vocal process should be repeated twice, but this time aloud, while opening the eyes and making gestures, which for you are an expression of certainty and a lack of fear. And so the cycle of autosuggestion will be completed. Your attention should be kept on 2 points. 1. All sentences, mental pictures, and so on must refer to the present, not to the future. See 3rd Arcanum. 2. Self-suggestion needs less faith on the part of the operator for the success of the whole action. But when you try to suggest something to another person, the cardinal condition for a successful outcome is just the lack of any doubt. In this recommended process of autosuggestion, one can have almost no faith in the method, and still achieve quite satisfactory results. This can be explained by the fact that our will is better suited for the domination of our own astral, rather than that of another. This kind of autosuggestion is very good for the purpose of destroying bad habits, removal of the symptoms of an ailment, strengthening of the whole organism, a very important use, and improvement of the memory, and so on. The creation of idea forces may be done in the following way. You are considering the creation of an astral entity, which may influence you or another person in a definite direction. As an example, I want my friend NN to be less nervous. This idea, even though not expressed in words, will be the spirit of the new being. In order to create its astral counterpart, you should contract all your muscles in a strong effort without moving your position and while remaining standing in the one place. Then concentrate on the thought of sending all your muscular energy to the newly formed entity, at the same time slowly and gradually lessening the tension of your body, till full relaxation is regained. The greater part of the energy, which is not used for the mechanical side of your muscular effort, will be at the disposal of your will, which means the formation of the new entity's astrosome. If you wish, You may help it even in the creation of the subtle physical veil by placing nearby a glass of slowly evaporating milk, honey, or fresh blood. The vital power of these fluids and substances will play the role of a mediumistic principle. These operations are purely magical ones, and the student should be careful not to use any of them for any evil or egotistic purposes. There are no exemptions from the results of the wrongful use of magic powers. The karmic punishment is terrible. Creation of temporary devils, as we call larvas, is one of the heaviest crimes in the occult world. The reaction inevitably falls on the originator himself.